Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I am unboxing the Stamps of Life July card kit, and I'm going to be creating some cards and showing you some additional card ideas. So let's go ahead and get to unboxing. I love that the card kit comes in this gorgeous pink box every month. It's so fun to receive this in the mail. And look, it says it's happy mail time. All right, so let's open it up and take a look and see everything that is included in the card kit. I'm actually going to set this to the side and pull everything out for you. All right, so the first thing you receive is this 6x6 paper pad, and this is called the One of a Kind collection. There's 24 double-sided sheets, so there's 12 of each design, and then there's 2 of each. There's this cut-apart sheet. And if you belong to the Stamp and Die Hard Club, you can use your dies that came in that. That's the Chips Galore set, or you can purchase it on the website separately to cut out these pieces so that you have more ephemera for your cards. There's also another cut apart sheet in here, and that is a die that is additional purchase on the website. Or you can just use your scissors and fussy cut those images out. So these are really fun papers this month. It gives me kind of like that chips and salsa Mexican vibe, and I love that because I love Mexican food. All right, you also receive cardstock. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of the powdered sugar, the white. And then the next color here, we have Twig, which is that brown. The lighter brown is Ginger Snap. We have Midnight. This is Pool, and then we have Sunshine Yellow, and then we have Sunflower Yellow. I love the sunflower color. Then we have Green Apple and Strawberry. You also receive this large storage envelope that you can place your 8.5 by 11 cardstock in, and I do that while I'm creating with the kit, but you can also store like your large dies in here or just lots of anything. All right, and then you receive a package of A2 size envelopes so you can mail out all the cards that you make. We receive these cute little epoxy square pieces and then also some round blue and white dots. In the card kit this month, there's a sticker sheet. So you've got just some sentiments for every day. And then we have there's so much included in these. Then we have this die, and this says one of a kind. So that's really cute. You get the inside and the outside die. We have some puffy stickers. A couple look like a chips bag. Then we've got like a potato chip and a tortilla chip. We also receive a roll of this washi tape that's glittery. And then you receive an idea card. So you've got some ideas for some inspiration to get you going. And then this is my favorite. It is the A1 reverse corner card. And there's Chip Chip Hooray and Happy B-Day word sentiments in here. So I plan on using these for sure. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our first card. So I'm using the A1 reverse corner die, and I've already cut some things out. I've got the Chip Chip Hooray. I've got the card base cut out of the strawberry cardstock. I'm going to bring in this birthday stamp set as well, and I did stamp that already. And I'm going to use one of the Stamps of Life adhesive sheets. So I put one of the adhesive sheets on the back of the sunflower paper, and then I ran that through my die cut machine to get the Chip Chip Hooray. I used the layering piece that is included and cut out this chip paper. And what I'm thinking is this A1 card size would be perfect for making like little lunchbox cards for the kids. So if you've got little kids, you could put this in your husband's lunchbox. I just think this would be such a cute idea for these lunchbox notes. So this one, like I said, I used the adhesive sheets to cut out Chip Chip Hooray. And let me peel this back here. It comes out very easily once I just peel this off. Let me get all the pieces out. There we go. Going everywhere. Got a couple more pieces to poke out. Then I'm going to layer this on this blue pool paper. So I've got that. Chip, chip, hooray. That looks cute. And then I already stamped off camera, have an amazing day. So this card is going to come together super fast, but this would be perfect for just like a little lunchbox note, I think. I love that idea. So I've got have an amazing day. And then I've got a little one of the puffy chip stickers. And I'm just going to place the little puffy chip sticker right to the bottom right of my card. And let me see here. Let me peel the backing off. And we'll get that there to tie in with the sentiment. Isn't that super cute? I love this card. So there we go. Quick and easy. All right, let's get started on our next card. I'm also going to be using the same die, but I'm not going to be using the corner card, the A1 size. I'm going to be using an A2 card, but I like the sentiment, happy birthday. And I've discovered that it fits perfectly across an A2 card going vertically. So I pulled out a piece of the pattern paper from the paper pad, and it's got like some dots. And I've got some mixed media paper here from scrapbook.com because I want to use some paints. I'm trying to decide, I'm like, is this the paper? Did I already tear it out? And that's my card base. So I'm going to set it to the side, tear out a piece here. Now this mixed media paper allows you to put like paints and inks. It just is a little thicker and allows the paint to sit on the paper instead of soaking in. So I have some Shimmers paints here, and this is a Vibes in the color Mustard Seed, and I'm just going to spray it on my cardstock. Now I am on the Shimmers Paints design team, so if you ever place an order on the Shimmers Paints website, you can add my name, Melissa Minor, to the comment section of your order or the notes section, and they will send you a free paint. So if you want to try them out and add my name, you'll get a free one to try as well. I'm spraying a little bit of water just to move this paint around, and I just love painting. It's just so relaxing. Now, if you didn't have paints, you could also do this with your inks. You could just take, one of your yellow ink pads and use an ink blending brush and just kind of put some color on an A2 card piece. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm bringing in my heat tool here just to heat set this and to dry it. You could also just set it aside, but I'm kind of impatient when I'm crafting, and so I like to keep things moving along. I've got a baby wipe here I'm also using just to keep my work surface clean, because there's nothing worse than getting a card made and then having an ink smudge on it or a paint drop or something. So I like to keep some baby wipes close by, in my top drawer, in fact. All right, so I'm going to finish heating this up off camera, so we'll get this all dried. And what I like about the Shimmers paints, it really doesn't show up on camera, but in real life, this paint is shimmery and shiny and sparkly. So the reason I'm making this card is my daughter is about to be 16, and she has lots of friends that are also turning 16, so she needs birthday cards. And so I thought this Happy B-Day word die that was included in the kit this month is perfect for making quick little cards, and I need a bunch of them. So I have cut out the background piece with the the pool cardstock, and then I've taken a piece of this glitter cardstock. This is the Stamps of Life glitter cardstock, the silver here, and I cut out the word Happy B-Day. Let me glue in the little hyphen here in the middle, and I think that's going to look really pretty on that yellow. Trying to decide if I want it this way or that way. And then I'm going to take the piece of this polka dot pattern paper, and I'm going to cut it down to 4 1/4, and then I'm just going to rip it. So I really want to pull it towards me. I'm not pulling it towards me right here, so I'm going to have to go back and redo this. So I'm going to pull this towards me now. And the reason that I want to pull it towards me is I want that like white core to show. And I like the way that looks with that torn edge. And that's a little large because I do want to put a piece at the bottom as well. So I want this polka dot paper at the top and also at the bottom. So I've already got the piece torn on the other piece, so let me just take this over to my paper trimmer and snip it so I have a straight edge, and I love the way that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Looks like I've got an air bubble in my glue here. That's my precision glue press. So I'm just going to bring in my tacky glue. I've got glue all over my desk, all different bottles. There we go. So I've got that glued down. Now I'm going to glue down the back. Now, anytime you're working with mixed media like paints, you do want to use a wet glue instead of your tape runner, because a tape runner is only going to hold it temporarily. You do need to use a wet glue when adhering to mixed media. All right, now I want to bring in this washi tape, if I can find the end of it. And I'm wondering what this would look like if I put a little strip of washi like at the top and the bottom, just to kind of accentuate that silver glitter paper that I have. I mean, this washi matches the Stamps of Life silver glitter paper perfectly. It's already sticky here, so let me just cut this off. And yeah, I really like the way that looks. So I was originally thinking maybe just at the bottom, but I like it so much, I want to add another piece to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little piece here across the top. Then we'll cut that off. And there we go. That looks super cute. I like that. So now I'm going to glue it to my card base. Just got top folding card base. There we go. We'll stick that down, give it a good press. Perfect. All right, so I'm thinking now that maybe I want to bring in the numbers 16. So to do that, I'm bringing in some of my Creative Decks pieces. This is the Creative Decks large set, I believe. And I keep all my Creative Decks in one envelope. So I went ahead and cut the numbers out on the Pool cardstock, that one there. And then I've got the white like back piece. And at first I was thinking maybe I would put it on the white piece, but I don't know if it needs it. I'm trying to figure out which is the 6 and which is the 9. So I'm kind of going to hold these up here really quick. I don't think it really matters. They look really similar. I'm going to go with this one. Okay. So now I'm wondering if I can use this washi tape. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to use the washi tape and maybe put it behind my numbers. Okay, so here's all those. I'm going to set that to the side. Now, the washi tape it has the shiny silver metallic on both sides. So I can just stick it to the back of this number. Let me just take a little piece here, stick it on there. There we go. And then we cut it. So I just stuck it right to the back. Find my scissors. And let me see how I like this. That looks perfect. So I've got the 1. Let me go ahead and repeat that. Put the washi tape behind the 6. And we'll snip off the excess here. And I'm wondering if I want it on the card. I think that's going to bring in too much white if I put it on that backing sheet. I could have used a different color maybe, but I think I just like it like this. Isn't that cute? I love it. All right, maybe something behind there. I don't know yet, but I do like the 1 and the 6, so I'm going to put a little piece of foam on the back of these numbers just to give this card a little bit of dimension. So let me peel off my backing here. Oh my washi tape peeled off with it, so I might have to put a little glue here. Let me get this stuck down. Doesn't that look super cute? Okay, so at this point, I want to add a few of these puffy hearts, and these were actually from an HSN purchase from the Stamps of Life. Let me see here. I want 3. I like to do things in odd numbers. So I like that. And at this point, I think I'm done. But then this is going to one of her really good friends. And I want to jazz it up and make it a little more girly. So I am going to bring in some thread. And this also came with an HSN purchase. I believe this came with like the tags. But you could use any thread here. I like the red and the white. And since I added those red stickers, I thought that this would be a good addition to the card. So I'm just going to tie a knot up here. And I think that's going to give it that extra something that it was needing. So you can see on this card, I didn't use any of the chip stuff, but I did use the die that came included, and I used the papers, and I really like the way this one turned out. This one might be my favorite. All right, there we go. That's it. I think I'm done now. Perfect. All right, I also want to show you some other cards that I've made using this kit, and I'm not going to do a tutorial on them, but I really like this one, and that rounded window in there, that's from the Rounded Window A2 card with Nested Shapes die. Just did some inking in the background. I stamped and colored these up with my alcohol tri-blend markers. Here's another one that I made using the stamp set, the cute papers that are in the paper pad, the little puffy sticker. We have the best friend chip. I like that one. And then this one I did, now the stenciling in the background, I used the stencil that's in the July Fold It Club. I love the Fold It Club because it does come with all the stencils and they're so handy to make backgrounds. Popped up those, the bowl and the chips. And then I had the Chip Chip Hooray we made today. Here's another one. Now you'll see some of these cards on the Stamps of Life YouTube channel, like little short tutorial clips. So if you want to see how I made these, you can head on over to their channel throughout the month. And then I've got this one with the happy birthday. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. Don't forget, if you want to join one of the Stamps of Life clubs, you can add my promo code MelissaM, and the Stamps of Life will give you 500 extra bonus points. That's like $5. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!